Hey Shane, what are you doing?
I'm just playing the hit new game Meteos for the Nintendo DS.
Meteos? Pfft, that game's for babies. You should be playing an adult game like Geist for Nintendo Gamecube.
Oh, no.
Shane, how can I make you understand how great Geist is? What if I put it in a song?
I'd rather you didn't do that.
Yo, John Raimi was 35 when 4 Little Bitty stopped being alive. He had clear blue skin. What the? Shane, did you just do that?
Nah, man, I'm just here, being corporeal.
Today on Ninchronicles, Geist! Geist is a first-person shooter released for the Gamecube in 2005. Developed by N-Space, you play as John Raimi, a special expert in dealing with biological and chemical threats. Raimi is sent to the Volks Corporation in southern France to rescue an undercover agent friend of his. While escaping the building, you'll battle it out with Volks' mercenaries. If you're feeling like a bullet sponge, you can duck to take cover, or refill your health with conveniently placed medkits. During extraction, Raimi is shot, blacks out, and then has his soul ripped from his body. Did you really think this was going to be your average first-person shooter? Well, I guess if you paid attention to the thumbnail, the opening skit, or knew that Geist is the German word for ghost, you probably already caught on. But, hey, now I can start for real. Geist is a first-person possessor released for the GameCube in 2005. Developed by N-Space, you play as the recently separated soul of John Raimi after a rescue mission gone wrong. Nintendo was on the lookout for a unique first-person shooter and latched onto a prototype from N-Space. Originally, it was going to be about an invisible man who could manipulate the environment to frighten people. After much deliberation, they decided that a ghost would be a much better fit. Geist has much to reveal about how the paranormal world works. We learn that for ghosts, time is perceived much slower. Another ghost fact is that their health constantly dwindles down as they gradually approach the afterlife. Did you know this ghost fact? Ghosts are actually herbivores. They munch on plants for nourishment and to restore energy. There's another way for ghosts to regain health though, and that's to possess anyone or anything. That's right, anything. That includes, but is not limited to, mousetraps, generators, paint cans, television, dog food, and fan. This is necessary as you can't just possess somebody because you feel like it. They have to be scared to let you do it. The white aura means the potential host is perfectly calm. Possessing things in the area and causing a disturbance will make them a little nervous, giving them a yellow aura. Take it one step further and they'll drop to a red aura and be completely frightened. That's when you're free to enter. For example, we need this scientist to open up some doors. First, we'll possess the vending machine and rattle things around in here. We catch his attention and start spitting out some cans. He's still not really fazed by this though. So next, we're gonna move into the soda can and explode in his face. See, now he's a little nervous, and he's trying to escape into the bathroom. Well, he's not going to be safe. We're going to possess the sink and make him think that there's blood coming out of there. Now he's completely frightened and thus possessible. You might think that being a ghost, you have free reign of the facility. The truth is that ghosts can only pass through thin fence-like walls, but regular walls and doors are a no-go. You'll need a corporeal body to open doors. You can still get between rooms as a ghost. You'll come across these little streams that you can slip through. Sometimes you'll find yourself in parts of the complex that not even humans will be able to go to. You'll need to make your way through the Volks Corporation to save your friend, find out what head honcho Alexander Volks is really trying to accomplish, and uncover the truth of your new friend Gigi. It's a lot of possession puzzle solving as you figure out how to move from one area to the next, and what spooky acts you need to perform to gain yourself a body. No, you can't pet the dog in Geist, but you can definitely be the dog. And yes, the ESRB rating is correct. There is some partial nudity. Geist has a scene where you enter a woman's shower room to try and possess a lady scientist. Sorry about that, folks. But as long as I'm here, let's find out what really goes on in the girls' bathroom. Whoa, a Nintendo Gamecube. They let you bring those in here? Whoa, a video game collectible. They let you bring those in here? Alright, let's see what's in this one. Samus. Oh, right, the collectibles. So, there's actually two types of collectibles in Geist. Ghost collectibles and host collectibles. A ghost collectible looks like a teddy bear and can only be collected in ghost form. These have a double reward, as not only do they increase your health while as a ghost, but you get a little backstory on some of the game's characters. Host collectibles are tangible VoxCorp logos, and they need to be collected while possessing a living being. There's no backstory with these, but what they do instead is unlock more stages and characters in the multiplayer mode. Except for the intro, each level has 2 ghost collectibles and 4 host collectibles. If you're having trouble finding them, the game kinda gives you an idea of how far along in the level you have to be to collect them. Think of it like spelling out the Kong letters in Donkey Kong Country. Except here it's V. Don't worry if you've missed anything. The game has a handy chapter select function available too. So you can just pop in to collect what you're missing and then pop right out. The database also gives you a little write-up about the people and things you're possessing. And amazingly, also keeps track of Raimi's thoughts on everything he examines. Handy if you want to take a deep dive into the lore of Geist. Well, hey, it's a collectible, sorta. Alright, so the multiplayer mode. Let's take it from the top. Possession Deathmatch is like your standard versus mode in FPS games, with the added feature of possessing hosts. Different hosts with different weapons are scattered around the map. If you decide to swap out for a new body or throw the scent off your opponents, be careful. For the next few seconds, your recently dispossessed host will still be vulnerable for giving a point if anyone kills it. The radar here is very helpful in showing where the potential hosts are, along with the handy color coding of the players. But if you want to keep people guessing on who is who, turn on stealth mode before the game starts. Power-ups around the stage can also help you out here. You've got standard ones that up your speed, power, and health and all that. Unique to Geist, though, are the hijack power-ups that let you take over a body even if somebody else is already in it. That is, assuming they haven't found the elusive anti-hijack power-up that cancels out your hijack. I want to take a second to point out that you can get some really good matches going here. Why limit yourself to 4 players? Put in 4 bots to try out an 8-player match. With 8 different team colors, you can dress things up to be free-for-all or players versus bots. A 7v1 match, there's really a lot of cool potential here. Remember what I said earlier about unlocking characters for multiplayer mode? There's no backstory with these, but what they do instead is unlock more stages and characters in the multiplayer mode. What that means is that on some of the maps, you'll find a critter hidden somewhere. Take this rabbit, for instance. If I use this little guy to hop through the vents here, just a little more. There we go. Ta-da! It's John Raimi! In the flesh, for once! Now I can take over his body and use the special weapon he's got for quicker kills. Thanks, Bunny! Let's see what else we got. Where will this mouse take us? A chef? What can this guy do? Oh wow, who knew that plates were so deadly? Next on the list is Capture the Host. In this mode, you take over bodies and bring them to a designated spot on the map to score yourself a point. You can also stack points while in a host by killing other players. Be careful though, because these are only temporary points until you drop off the host. If you die here, your points are going to splatter right all over the floor, I'm not kidding. If you want to make things interesting, turn on key mode and a barrier will appear around the capture point, while a corresponding key spawns somewhere on the map. Want to make it more interesting than that? Turn on color shift and the barrier will change colors, forcing you to wait until your color shows up before using the key. Want to make it even more interesting? Turn on exponential points and your kills will just keep doubling and doubling while you're in a host. You know, it's kind of interesting, these multiplayer modes. In single player, you can hover as a ghost, but you can't jump as a person. But here, humans can jump, but ghosts can't. Also, while in the story mode, you've basically got unlimited ammo, but here you'll need to occasionally replenish your weapon by using these black boxes around the map. Alright, the final game mode is Hunt. This one is Ghost versus Host. Teams split up into either all hosts or all ghosts. This one has a different set of levels, but they're very unique to this mode. Hosts can see and attack ghosts, But ghosts can also possess hosts and lead them to death traps, like this vat of acid, or this wall of spikes, or fan. Instead of points, what you've got in this mode is lives. And yes, they are shared between teammates, so choose your friends wisely. Now you might be thinking, surely a Nintendo game about a spirit possessing people and objects would be a shoo-in for SSBU's spirit mode about possessing people and objects, right? Well, have I got news for you. What do you mean there's no Geist? Come on! Give me John Raimi! Geist is one of the few M-rated games to have come out under Nintendo's label over the years, and also one to have skipped a Japanese release. It was on the table for a while before tragically being cancelled. You know, I gotta be honest here, while I was giving Geist another playthrough for this episode, I expected to be going on and on about the cool things you can do in the main campaign with the puzzle-solving elements. But I learned for myself just how much depth the multiplayer has. It's really a shame that something like Geist fell under the radar. I think these modes have the potential to really hit their stride if they had a larger player base. Oh well. Geist might not have gotten the recognition it deserved, but, you know, I'll keep my spirits up. Really? That's the kind of pun I'm ending on?
Can we go back to the part where I throw things at you?
He had clear blue skin and basically no eyes. Ah! No, I was a little...
Yeah, try not to react to it.
He had clear blue skin and... He had clear blue skin and... Sklin, I said sklin. Blue skin.
Clear blue skin.
He had clear blue skin.
Damn it.
He had clear blue skin and... I gotta react to that and not just deadpan.